Greetings. We continue today with Joseph and Mary. The third major thing we want to note chronologically is Joseph and Mary in civil obedience, that is, partaking in the census and paying their taxes in the very familiar Christmas passage of Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 7. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria, and all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David. The purpose, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Number 4, we find Mary and Joseph in religious obedience, having Jesus circumcised on the 8th day after his birth, as recorded in Luke 2:21 through 24. And when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcising of the child, his name was called Jesus, which was so named of the angel before he was conceived in the womb. And when the days for purification according to the law of Moses were accomplished, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of the Lord, every male that openeth the womb shall be called holy to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice according to that which is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. The 5th instance we find is Joseph is given specific instructions on taking the child and his mother into Egypt in Matthew chapter 2 and verse 13. And when they, that is, the wise men, had departed from the house in Bethlehem, seeing the young child, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother, not your son, but the child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. Now the very next verse, Matthew 2:14, again states that Joseph followed these instructions exactly. When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt. The 6th instance then, after some period of time, involves specific instructions on taking the child and his mother Mary and returning from Egypt into the land of Canaan, ultimately there to Nazareth, where it says, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother, and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead which sought the child's life. Again, the very next verse, 21, states that Joseph followed these instructions exactly. And he arose and took the young child and his mother and came into the land of Israel. Number 7 is in Luke chapter 2, verse 41. It reveals that Joseph and Mary took their family and went to Jerusalem for the Passover feast every year, as was commanded in the law of God given by Moses.